Hey, welcome to my channel. This is Spirit Soul Sense, information for your soul, and I am Sharice, and I want you to question everything, okay? So when I tell people to question everything, I mean every piece of information that you get, whether through the news, whether on social media, whether from someone face to face. Think critically. Don't accept everything you hear or see as true without doing your research. So question everything and then do your research. All you have to do is ask a question and the universe will answer. I think I've given this example in another video, right? So there are people who believe that the earth is flat. I think it's a great idea to question, is the earth flat or is it round? Perfect question to ask. After you've asked that question, do some research. I know that there's this thing out there called confirmation bias, where people kind of just find the answers that reinforce what they already believe. But I implore you, be open-minded. Look on both sides. Check out all the answers possible. Think critically. Because once you do that, you will see that the earth is round. It's a sphere. It's very clear that the laws of physics, the laws of nature, have made Earth to be a sphere that spins on an axis in the space. All of that sounds crazy, right? The other side of it also sounds crazy. Earth being flat, the sun being up here. Right, so they're both crazy. They're both crazy, but you can do your research and find out which one of the crazies has information and data to back it. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I do not communicate with conspiracy theorists. It's very, very difficult to have a conversation, really, honestly, with someone who very, very aggressively, solidly, without any wiggle room, holds onto a piece of information as truth for them. Nothing is absolute truth to me. I think everything is allowed to be questioned. We don't know so many things, okay? I also have another controversial example, which is Jesus, right? The Bible calls him Jesus Christ. I think if you question some of the things in the Bible, especially in the New Testament, you will find answers. There are people out there who've done research on the Bible, on Jesus, trying to figure out who he was, who he is, how did he come to be this famous person that everyone knows about? Did he exist? All of those answers, and I'm not gonna get into it here. Jesus is the homie, I love him, but I'm just telling you, even something like that, if you ask the question, who was he? How did this story come about? Where did the Bible come about? Ask the big questions and then do your research. And then no one has to tell you, I'm not trying to sit here to tell you what to do, tell you how to think. Everything that I believe has been things that I have thought about for a long time. I've done my research, I've gathered data, I've talked to a lot of experts, people who know a lot more than me about certain topics, and then I weigh them. And then I sit back and look at my trees, I meditate, and then I decide, what do I believe? What feels true for me? The third example I like to give is really a comparison of Democrats and Republicans. I am neither, but the ideology that each of them has is modeled after similar things, right? The other side is bad, we are good, everything we believe is true and right, and the other side is the enemy. Either which side you're standing on, I think what more people need to do is question, why is it that each side believes the things they do? How can we come together? Is there a way to not get us to see each other as the enemy? Because at the end of the day, we're all human and we all want to be happy and healthy, spend time with our family and friends. Everybody wants those things. So I think we'll all be better off if we stop accepting everything we hear or see, or almost everything, to be true. We really need to pause, think about it, do your research, and then come to your own conclusion. That's really what I want. It's really what I've done, and it's how I try to frame this channel. I am not caught up in being right. I don't have to be right. I know what I believe. You are free to believe whatever you want to believe. I am okay with thinking about things differently, switching points. I am not threatened by new information. I don't have a problem changing my mind. I think a lot of people feel insecure about doing things like that. I'm also okay with being challenged. Because like I said, like it's what I believe. I don't have to believe everything everyone else believes, and everyone doesn't have to believe everything I believe. That's why I'm a respecter of all religions. I don't think anyone is right, perfect, and that everyone is bound to go to hell. No, I don't believe. I believe in love, and there's no way I can believe in love and I can believe that everyone on earth is striving for the same thing, the evolution of our soul, and then sit back and say one religion is the right one. And that's the only way to be a good person or have your soul evolve. It makes no sense to me. I know it makes sense to a lot of folks out there who are very religious. It doesn't make sense to me. So I encourage you, please question everything. Please question everything. But then do your research and then come to your own conclusions. Thank you for watching.